This looks a lot like a merry-go-round I used to ride. But
Something like that, yeah, except a little bit more powerful probably.
A lot more powerful, would have flung me off for sure. Would you mind describing a little bit of what we're looking at?
So this is a VTC 1612 CW. So technically this is the smallest VTC that Wele builds. They build up to 4 meter size VTCs. This is a 63 inch or 70 inch diameter swing on this. They found that there was a need for an asymmetrical style VTC. They make some of the big double column. This is just a single column VTC with live tooling. So it can do a little bit of everything. It can turn, you can do milling. Also has a right angle head adapting feature here that you can do right angle work. Yeah, so this is one of the features, or a couple of the key features, is you can get right up to the table. Some of their bigger VTCs, or bigger VTCs in general, they don't have this accessibility for the operator to get right here, unload the part, get close to it. That's important for this style type of VTC, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking at this, and so much can be done. And what you've described, I think about the parts that I can make inside of here. And you said this is the smallest one, right?
Right, yeah, this is technically
I guess that's
the
because
smallest.
we're at a trade show. We don't want to bring the big, we would take up the whole booth, right?
Right, yeah, this is a small footprint. That's what they wanted to try to hit, so that it can fit into smaller size spaces and you know, really get you know, attract the markets for kind of a starter type of VTC.
When I think about this type of machine, Jim, and please, any of the places where I speak incorrectly, interrupt me, let me know where I've gone wrong. But when I think about machines like this, I see the size of this part, and I think about the materials that might go into that, the weight of the materials, the cost of the materials, the fact that I don't want to lose any material because I've scrapped it or made a mistake, and a lot of that can come from vibration. The vibration within the machine. But what I've learned about the castings at Wele is there's some special components inside of it that create this vibration dampening that are going to reduce from top to bottom, along with some of the adjustments that are made inside of the machine spindle head, creating more rigidity inside of there. So all that overall vibration or tool wear or lack of finish that I might have elsewhere, I'm not going to find those issues here. Am I saying some of this correctly?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Wele prides themselves on their hand scraping of all their machine surfaces.
I got to see that firsthand.
And what that does is it makes for a solid machine for true geometric alignment. And yes, their castings, Meonite castings, very solid, one piece here. And they pride themselves on being able to hand scrape these in and dial these in perfectly. They have one of the biggest machine surface tables to make sure this is truly accurate and scrape it to that surface. And that's one thing that they pride themselves in, for sure.
Yeah, I've walked the factory. I've had the great pleasure. If you've not seen that video, take a look at that video. Really in depth to help us all understand where it all comes from. But one thing I've learned about Wele is because the companies are part of it, right? Because the employees are part of the company, they just really do, as you mentioned, to reiterate, take great pride in the creation of the product. Everything that they put out is kind of like a child. It's kind of like a piece of them that they put out. And I think that's important for everyone to understand as well. It's just not a mass-produced thing that's, oh, throw it out there. You know, let people, it is really put together from the heart, from the soul, and from the top to the bottom. And I did my hands in opposite, but from the top to the bottom, these machines are taken care of.
Of course. I mean, you know, there's a lot of knowledge and many years of machine building experience in that company. I've spent basically most of my natural born life in this industry with JTEKT. You know, I started in the service departments and became service manager for these products, and then now I'm back here, product manager for Wele. You know, it's really, I'm really prideful to be a part of it just because of that fact. I mean, it is a pride for all of them within Wele to be part of the company, to be part owners of the company, and yeah, it really makes them stand out for sure.
Well, I know they're grateful to have you. I'm grateful to have you on camera right now. I'm going to borrow that microphone back again. You're off the hot seat, my friend. You've done an amazing job.